All right, it says we're live. I'm going to double check everything, make sure we're actually live, and we'll see what's going on. And yeah, cool. Awesome. We are actually live. Awesome. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Oh, goodness gracious. Now my back itches, of course. Of course. Hi there. It's been a while since I've done a live stream, so I've pretty much forgotten how to do this. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Skye, fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance, and we're here to do some sprints. We're going to do some 25-minute sprints. If you're new here, the way I usually do this is I have this lovely timer on the screen that I cannot point to because I forgot what direction it is in, and we're going to do 25-minute sprints. I have the timer on the screen. We'll do 5-minute breaks in between, and I also tend to put up writing prompts for anyone who wants to write but doesn't know what they want to write about. So let's see who all is here. Hello, JC. JC is here. I have actually missed streaming. I did a video. I filmed a video yesterday. Actually, I filmed like quite a few videos this week, and I was like, I'm gonna edit and upload all these, and then the audio is crap on every single one of them. So I filmed like 4 videos that were all supposed to go up this month, and none of them are any good. So I'm gonna be refilming them. But I have missed streaming too, because I get a lot of work done, even if it's not like writing stuff. I get a lot of work done in the evening streams, and it seems to be the only time I do work, because I always miss everyone else's live streams, because most people stream when I'm at work, and even the ones that are not streaming when I'm at work, I'm usually asleep when they're streaming. So like the only time I tend to get work done is when I stream myself. So at least it feels that way. Every once in a while I'll catch a couple of streams and I'll just kind of lurk in the background. But oh man, I have missed streaming, and I'm glad to be streaming again. I have not set up streams for any other day but today, and I will be doing that at some point. I don't know when. But what is everyone working on? I know that it is November now, and there are a lot of writing challenges going on. I myself am doing. Sorry for the wiggly. I've got a lap desk. I'm in my room. The library is cold. That was actually what I was talking about in one of my videos. I took the month off to kind of winterize everything, except for the library became a dumping ground instead. So it is a fire hazard right now. It is filled with lots of boxes. It's filled with lots of stuff. And it's because it's an add-on to the actual house. There's no vents in there, which means we have to plug up a space heater in there in order for it to stay warm. And I do not feel safe right now plugging up a space heater in there because of how much stuff is in there. It is literally a fire hazard. No, thank you. So it's very cold in there right now. So I'm in my room. And we have winterized these windows already behind me. It's covered in plastic sheeting. Took the curtains down in order to do that and haven't put them back up yet. We're probably going to be too lazy to do so. So, yeah, I'm just streaming from my room now, and for right now, once we get the library a little bit more cleaned up and get the space heater in there, I'll be back in there. And if you hear that noise in the background, that is the heater, because it is literally in the hall right outside my door. So sorry for the in and out noise. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and start this first sprint. It's about 5 after the hour. If you are doing some kind of writing challenge, let me know what you're working on, what you're doing. And because I'm nosy as fuck and I want to know. Also, let me know how you're tracking everything, because there's lots of stuff out there, and I've been introduced to like 5 different trackers where people have made their own spreadsheets, which is awesome. I actually late last year made a spreadsheet where I have different tabs for the different years, and it's a very simple spreadsheet, no graphs, nothing like that. It's just numbers, where I was tracking, like I pulled all of the information from the journals I used to keep, where I tracked projects in the journals where I was just handwriting stuff. And so like I was tracking stuff from 2020 till now, and I have it all in that chart now. And eventually one of the videos I filmed that I have to refilm now is where I was discussing like numbers and stuff. I did sign up for Track Bear thanks to JC. Actually, I watched one of your recent vlogs where you mentioned it, and I was like, let me just go check this out. So I just happened to check it out while I was actually at a computer, and I'm not in love with it, but I do like it. I have a feeling I'll grow to love it, but there is some things that are just like clunky to me, or like because I tried it on a tablet and it's very similar on my iPad versus the computer itself, but there's just enough differences, especially like with the load time and how slow it loads on the iPad versus the computer, that I'm just like, I can see this annoying me just enough. But yes, it is pretty good. I agree. 100% agree. Anyways, I said we were going to start a sprint and I haven't actually gotten set up to do so. So we're going to do that. Here is the first prompt for anyone who wants to use it. You don't have to. It's just there if you want to write but don't know what you want to write about. Maybe it'll inspire you. And we are going to start this first sprint as soon as I find my tab with the timer, because I somehow misplaced it. Here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I saw that Nikki joined us during that sprint. Hello, Nikki. I got words done. I actually had to update my trackers because I hadn't inputted. I went to the laundromat earlier today and I hadn't inputted what I was working on then. Oh, shoot. I stopped mid-sentence. Okay. I'm going to pretend that's the end of the sentence. So I got 360 words that sprint. Very happy with that, all things considered, because I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. Let me just input that in real quick. I said 360. All of the tags. I really am kind of liking TrackBear. I think the only thing that really irritates me about TrackBear is on the dashboard, instead of showing it doesn't show like a line graph. It shows like a have you written today kind of streak graph, and it's just colored boxes. And it took me the longest time to realize how it was like set up and working and stuff. And it just clicked like 10 minutes ago during that sprint when I was actually looking at it going, what am I looking at? And I think that's what irritates me is I would have rathered on the dashboard there been some kind of like line graph there versus that have you written today colored in square, especially since there's like no description of what the colored squares even mean. So I think that's what irritates me so much about TrackBear. But beyond that, I really don't have many complaints about it. I might do a video where I talk more in depth about it and like what I would rather see from it or what I hope to see in the future, because I think it's still in beta form, but not a bad program so far. I'll put a link in the description in just a minute. Let me put this note here. First sprint evening stream. There we go. That's what I was trying to write. First sprint. 25 minutes. Let's put some notes in here. Evening stream. There we go. I like putting the notes in so it can, like, if I go back, I can see, like, why did I only get so many words? Yada, yada, yada. Okay, let's see. JC, I listened to a few of my chatty clips on my video. Yes, I have no clue whatsoever. It does not sound like you are editing a vlog. No, not at all. I don't even pay attention to the graph. I hate golf graphs. I like the line graphs just to see, like, especially like if you have a target, to see how close or how far away from the par you are. Oh, it just got out of beta form. Oh, okay. I'll have to submit some feedback because I would like to see, like, on the project page itself, it shows, if you go into each project, it shows like where your words are at. It does not show. Did I put a word count in here for this project? No, it doesn't let me put like a target word count for the project, which I wish it would do, because then it would be cool to see, like, are you on par with that project versus like what you plan to do. But like on the dashboard itself, if you've set up any goals, it would be cool to see the graphs for at least whatever your top goal is. Like, that's just a me thing, and I realize that. Especially since I was looking at this going, what am I looking at as far as this graph goes? But beyond that, it's not that bad. I'm using TrackBear. Sorry, what were you saying about it? Oh, I do like it for the most part, but on the dashboard, there's that activity graph with a bunch of colored squares, and it took me until today. I've only been using it for like the past couple of days, but it took me till today to realize what that actually was, because there's like no explanation of what the different colors mean, and that was partially what was throwing me off. Plus, I would have liked to have seen like a bar graph of at least like maybe your whatever your top goal was if you set up a goal. Like, I would have rather seen the line graphs. Have you joined Kate's challenge? Yes, I am actually on the leaderboard for that, and I was just looking at that a few minutes ago. I am very far off of that, but I am catching up. I think for today we are supposed to be, let's see, today is the 2nd, so we're supposed to have 35,870 words for the day to be on track, and I'm sitting at 21,789 between multiple projects. Oop, I heard the cat. me pause the cat. Boop, pause that cat. Yeah, even like if you join like a leaderboard, it would be cool to see that on the dashboard. Just because the dashboard is so plain and there isn't, if you're just starting, there's nothing there. I imagine the more I use this and the more that activity graph fills up, like it'll be more. I don't know what word I was actually looking for. I just would have preferred to see like a line graph because I like a good line graph. But yeah, I'm looking at the leaderboard and I like how that looks on the 100K Q4 challenge. And I like how you can like, I see there's a couple that are like, oh, I haven't put a picture in. That's why. That's me. Oh, okay. You can also keep your information private so it won't necessarily show on the leaderboard, because I'm noticing like I don't recognize some of the names, and like the main name I thought I would have seen there, I don't see at all. So it's interesting. Let's see. What's my username? It's SD Hegyes, the same as it is for like pretty much everything. That would be another cool aspect if they add something where like you can add buddies so that you can see each other's profiles, because from what I can tell so far, there's no real way to like see someone else's profile. And I'm nosy. I want to see what everyone's working on if they have it like public information kind of thing. I'm nosy that way. I'm going to end up saving a picture. Let's upload a picture. Pending. Did it add it? Oh, it did. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. I can see yours. Q4 challenge. Huh. What is your username, JC? Because I only see like, it's only showing me 6 participants. But I know you can private your information so it doesn't show. And I'm looking at the 100K Q4-2024 leaderboard. I think I'm in the right one. Y'all are making me question that now. Because I'm only seeing I'm only seeing 6 people completely. And JC, you're not one of them. Like, is there multiple? Did someone else create a leaderboard for the 100K? Because that was the one thing I didn't see. Like, this whole challenge was like Kate Kavanagh's challenge, and I don't see Kate Kavanaugh on this list. I'm not on the right one. Of course I'm not. Okay. Okay, on the next sprint, I'm going to go to Kate's video because I'm wondering, I grabbed the code from one of Stephanie's videos because she was just happened to be talking about it, and she was putting the code for the, what is it called? The Wordy Writer Challenge, but she said she was also going to include the leaderboard code for the 100K challenge. And now I'm wondering if she made her own leaderboard for the 100K challenge. Oh, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious if I'm in the wrong one. But that tells me a lot. What I will say about Track Bear is, what the one thing I do like about it is how it feels. You remember when, okay, I know we don't really want to talk about this because it's the organization we don't want to talk about, but it used to have 2 sites. There was the regular site, and then there was the campsite before they combined it. Do you guys remember the campsite and how it had like you had your cabin, but like you couldn't necessarily be part of more than one cabin. I don't think you could be part of more than one cabin, but you could be in a different cabin every year. Track Bear reminds me a lot of that in some ways, how you could be in different cabins, but all the cabins could be like the same name with just slightly different spellings. Because I'm in a 100K Q4 leaderboard, but it's not the right one. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay, anyways. Hi, Angel. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna go ahead and start this next sprint just because now that I have like figured out why I can't see JC and why I can't see Kate, which was the one person I was like, this is her leaderboard. I should at least see her, shouldn't I? Nope, because I'm not in the right one. It's all good. Okay, let's go ahead and do this next sprint. This is sprint number 2, and I'm going to go ahead and put up a dialogue prompt. You don't have to write it. It's just there if you need some inspiration, want to write something, but don't know what you want to write about. Maybe it'll inspire you. And we're going to go ahead and start this next sprint in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know what you did, how you did in the comments. I spent that entire sprint playing around with TrackBear. Uh, so, fun fact, when you create your stuff, there is a portion, at least on the projects, it says show on profile, and automatically the tab says this project will not be shown on your profile. And you have to click it, and then it'll say this project will be shown on your profile. Same is true with your public profile. When you go to your account and settings, public profile, at first it was disabled, and now mine is enabled. So it's a little confusing how that worked at first, but I got it working, and I think it's the way it should be now. Maybe I made it work. Let's see if it's showing all the projects. Yes. Okay, cool. It's interesting. It shows your projects by like what has the most word count, it looks like. Because it's not showing it in the order I created it or made them go public. And then if there's no progress made on it, it just shows the title of the project. Interesting. Okay. That site is just interesting as it is completely. Okay, let's see. Comments. I saw comments. All right. Misty Kate, I clicked on yours, but it gave me a 404, which lets me know that yours is probably not public. Because I had the same problem with mine until I switched it. So if yours is not public, it just goes to a 404 page. Let's see. Nikki says, so my book is in third person, omniscient, and I'm trying to describe a coffee shop, cafe, and I want it to be down the road from a bunch of stores because I don't want it to be mixed in with these stores. How would I explain that? Maybe what you could do is you could describe it as maybe there's some roads down the block and maybe there's some empty lots where maybe a building used to be but isn't anymore. I know that in my town there's the main street has a strip of different buildings, and then there's a couple of empty lots in between for like public parking. That's another thing you do. You could do like a public parking lot in between them. Otherwise, I would just describe it as the fact that just down the road, maybe there's some empty buildings in between, and then the cafe. Haven't had any word counts yet. Huh. Whoop. That's the only thing I can think of to help describe that. I said the right word the first time. Okay. That's okay. I always question that word. And that's coming from someone who does write third person. I write third person limited, actually, not third person omniscient. Someone told me the other day they write first person omniscient. I'm like, how does that work? Like, is your character all knowing? I want their magic powers. I'm just saying. Yeah, I definitely spent that whole sprint doing nothing but playing around with TrackBear and like figuring everything out. Like I set up the main project that I'm working on as like I started or favorited it to make it easier to click on. Same thing with the leaderboards. The one I'm using the most is the one I wanted to be able to click on quickly and look at and stuff like that. So I'm playing around with stuff. I will probably end up going back in at some point and adding walk away from a small shopping center maybe. Oh, that would work. Yeah, Nikki. YouTube keeps making me my link weird since my username is the same. Oh, okay. That might be it too. It might be taking me to something weird. Hey, Stephanie, welcome. You're just in time. We're going to start another sprint. I'm going to pause this timer so I can get everything. Let's get a third sprint in. Let's see. Here's our prompt for anyone who needs
who wants to write doesn't know what they want to write about. Maybe it'll inspire you. And we're going to go ahead and start this next sprint. JC listened to a few more clips and looked at the leaderboard for a hot second. The leaderboards are what's going to get to me because I'm going to be like, where's everyone standing at? I want to be nosy. I want to know what everyone's working on. And I hate that it won't just let me click on people's names and go to their profiles. Like, I want to be able to do that. Oh, man, that would be funny, though. Anyways, okay, let's start this next sprint. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I had to find the tab that was playing music in order to pause it before I jumped back into the chat, stream. But I only got 61 words during that sprint, but I'm struggling with this chapter and I couldn't figure out why. So I finally at the very end, when we only had like a couple minutes left, I actually turned on my voice recorder and just started talking through what my thought process was for the chapter, and it helped so much. Highly recommend. I needed to rubber duck, and I have all these stuffies in my room and no way to rubber duck apparently. So I had to talk to the voice recorder app. I used to dictate all the time, and that's actually what I did a lot of actually was I would dictate out my thoughts as I was thinking them to help and go back and write words later, or to like delete the thoughts and then dictate from there after I'd figured out what I was trying to accomplish with the chapter. So just doing that helped a lot. I don't know why. It worked. For some reason I can't figure out. Let's see. JC, I'm nearly finishing editing me in all my chatty glory. If you're doing another sprint, yes, I have one more sprint to go. This will be the final sprint of the evening. See, Angel, I am only reading as my writing is postponed. Angel, I'm pretty certain that the reason your writing is postponed is you are growing a human being. What you reading though? I agree with JC. What are you reading? When are you due again, Angel? Because I think in my mind it's December, but I don't know if that's true or not. I think I'm remembering wrong. Stephanie, I joined Track Bear site and haven't done much else. I am switching from dual to single POV, and that's a lot of work. Yes, it is. November 12th. Hey! November 14th. Going to the hospital for induction. Nice! Dark Project, hello. Welcome. Got 458 words. Awesome. What's going on November 14th? Or were you answering for Angel? Yes, I'm live stream. What's up? What's wrong with our room? You can see you can see a little bit of lamb, and you can see the top portion of your lamp with your little stuffy. I don't know which stuffy that is. It's the dog. And then you can see the top portion of the little racky thingy with the little tea light candles. You can't see much else. Okay. Spicy RH novel series with triplet. My oldest birthday is on the 16th. So I completely understand. Cat in a box. I like that emoji. This is why I should not speak for others. I keep mixing people up because I know 3 people that are currently pregnant and they're all due before the end of the year. And I keep mixing up who is due when. So like I know one is due in November now. Angel, I thought you were due in December actually. So I'm sitting here thinking December when it's November, which means that one of the other 2 people I know, or both of the other 2 people I know, are due in December, not November. And I'm just mixing people up. Dark Project, my baby will be 10 on the 19th. All the November babies. Yeah, it's really funny. So I am doing the what's it called? Jenna O'Malley put together this live stream event, and I am, blanking on what the actual name of it is. I haven't set mine up yet. I know when I'm supposed to be doing what, but I haven't set it up yet. Oh, the cat says it's time to write. Give me a second. Let me pause it. I do want to finish this thought before I lose it. But it's like Friendsgiving, basically. Where is it at? History. Helps if I go to my history. She just put the announcement up earlier, and I'm going to put that in the comments section. Share. Let's see. Yeah, a feast fit for Friendsgiving sprintathon, and I'm participating in that. And it's a funny story because my stream starts on the same day and crosses over the same day for me, the next day for others of the 16th into the 17th. So, no Hush the Kitty. Let's see. So there we go. There is the announcement for that. And I'll have my stream set up. I'm going to probably do that after the stream ends. But so, like, everyone's like cooking, and I'm like, I'll be cleaning up after we celebrate a birthday. So you're going to join me while I clean the kitchen, not while I cook something. And you're going to like it. Can't wait to return to my writing. On September, I started writing a new novel, book 1 of my trilogy about racers. Car racers, horse racers, frog racers, snail racers. Like, what kind of racers are we talking? I need to know. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started on the last sprint of the evening. Let me go ahead and get this prompt up for anyone who wants to write but doesn't know what they want to write about. Maybe it'll inspire you. And we are going to start this very last sprint starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments section. I go ahead and close the cat timer because that was our last sprint for the night. Yeah, I have Reese's. I bought. I made mistakes were made. Hi, Ogre. Mistakes were definitely made. I went to the store earlier today for a pack of batteries so I could get my ghosties to light up again because they had died. I love my ghosties, but in doing so, I went down an aisle that had Halloween candy 50% off. So I may have bought a lot of candy for me, myself, and I. And they had these bags that were like a mix of Reese's that were like bats, pumpkins, and ghosts. So like I grabbed one of everything and brought them back here when I was saying goodnight to the kids. Because it's the weekend, we let the kids stay up a lot later than they probably should, and that's okay, as long as they get up in the morning for whatever they need to do. So yeah, I ate Reese's during that sprint, and I wrote 121 words and started trying to figure out where I screwed up. Hi, Ogre. Hi. Can you like not? Your breath stinks. You big lug. Just so you know. JC said, daughter, just remind me, hey, happy time, Loop. Oh, yes. For those who don't know, it is the night where we fall back in time and we go back an hour, which means I get to stay up an extra hour. I haven't decided if I'm going to. Ogre, please stop. Hi. Can you not? Thank you. Lay down. Oof. Thank you. He's got his head down on the ground with his butt still in the air. You can see his butt in the camera still. Okay, there we go. He laid down. That was hilarious. But I haven't decided if I'm gonna go spend that extra hour that I get doing more writing. Because I am struggling with this chapter. She's being given an ultimatum, like it's either join us or die kind of thing. And the tone is not coming out right. Like it's not coming out as you will have to join us or you will die, because it's her friend telling her this. He is being forced to give her this ultimatum, and he doesn't really want to give her the ultimatum, but at the same time he's like, my job's on the line. Oh, it's great, but I can't seem to get it right. I've been working on it off and on all day, and I'm just struggling with it. So I know you want one more sprint, JC, but I don't think that's a good idea because I'm just banging my head against the wall at this point. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this stream, and I'm going to go play some video games. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend the extra hour playing some video games because tomorrow we have 4-H meeting and 4-H achievement night, and both of them are happening in the evening, so I can sleep in. But I have been missing breaking the block lately because I've been staying up too late on Saturdays and not waking up in the morning. So meh. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go play some video games because I'm almost done with the Sims challenge they've got going on right now, where you do stuff for the Grim Reaper. Jeez, I cannot. This is definitely time for me to wrap it up. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna go spend another hour or two playing video games, and I've got to plug my computer in. I've got it plugged into my phone charger. It's the same kind of charger, but it's not charging. In fact, actually, the power is going down, not up. And it's been doing that a lot lately, even plugged up to my regular charger. So I've got to figure out what the hell's going on. I think I need to restart my computer because the battery is slowly dying. And that's not good. But yeah, this is where we're going to end up. I did write my final word count for today. Let me go ahead and add my last bit of words in because I did get 121 words in this last sprint. So I'm going to go ahead and add those into TrackBear. Taggies, all the tags. Still struggling with the same chapter. I like adding the notes because it allows me to see what I've been doing and why and what's going on. All right, so what was my final word count for today? It didn't save my word count. Or did it? Did it? It did. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so 121 plus 61 plus 360 plus 699. So I did get 1,241 words for today. Not during the stream. That's all day. I only wrote for 3 of the 4 sprints. I think it was 3 of the 4 sprints that I wrote for. I don't do any of that. I just type in the number and that's it. I've only just started doing because I think it would be good to look back and be like, what? Why did I get such a low word count? And I can see that note saying that I was struggling with the chapter. I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I'm so used to having higher word counts. Like my average word count is like 600. To have sprints where I've like 61 words, 100 words. I'm like, what was going on in my brain? Like, what? Hey, Chelsea, you joined us right when we're getting ready to end the stream. So I am wrapping up for the evening. But thank you for joining us today. And if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, please correct me because I am terrible with names. I promise I won't be mad if you tell me, hey, that's not my name. All right. So yeah, 1,200 words is not bad for the day, especially since it's been a while since I've written. It's been 2 years since I've really worked on this particular story because apparently the last draft I worked on, I labeled it with the year I was working on it in, which is a smart idea. Go past me. But yeah, the last time I worked on this particular story was in 2022, and I mentioned in a comment earlier that I was like, I don't know which draft I'm on. This is either draft 4, 3, 256. I don't know which draft it is because I don't label drafts, and I do a lot of where I get so far and I'm like, I don't like the way this is going, and I start over. So I think it's the 3rd or 4th completed draft, but I don't know which one it is. Anyways, I've talked long enough. It's after midnight for me. Yes, we're going to go fall back an hour, but it doesn't fall back an hour until like 2 a.m. So I've still got 2 hours to go. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I'm going to be back on Saturday evenings at 10 p.m. Mountain Time, which is like midnight Eastern Time. Feel free to join me then. I will be setting up my sprints tomorrow. I'm not doing it tonight. I was going to do it tonight, and I'm like, nah, I'm too lazy. So I'm going to set all those up tomorrow. And the other thing I'm going to set up is I am taking part in the Feast Fit for Friendsgiving, which is hosted by Jenna O'Malley. And we are going to be doing like a sprintathon where each of us are going to be cooking something. In my case, I'm actually cleaning because my daughter's birthday is on the 16th and my stream crosses from the 16th into the 17th. So I'm going to be cleaning up after her birthday instead of actually cooking anything. But there's going to be lots of sprints and cooking going on. So feel free to join us for that. But otherwise, I will hopefully get back on a consistent video schedule soon-ish. At the very beginning of the stream, I mentioned that I had like 4 videos filmed, and I do. However, the audio quality is very bad. So I'm going to be refilming all of them, and then I got to edit them and upload them. So I'm a little bit behind, whereas I thought I was ahead. I was doing so good, y'all. I was doing so good. No longer doing good. Anyways, let me go ahead and hop off here. I will post a video when I post. I will have a schedule posted soon. And yeah, see you all another time. I don't know what else to say. Bye, everyone.